Hi, and welcome to Unraveling the Music, where we discuss your music. What are you doing, how are you doing it, and how can you do it better? We've all heard the phrase, time is precious, but have you really linked it to yourself? Your time is precious. I know we all want to be in it just for the value of creation and creating something brilliant, but if you really think about it, what dollar amount would you attribute to your time? And don't say priceless. Writing for free. Don't get me wrong, we all have to do it at one point or another. But the question still remains, what are we getting out of it? And if it's not a dollar amount, what is the value of our precious time? There's a lot of things that we can do to make it worth our time. A simple bagel and coffee. Maybe getting studio time. Getting stock options in the company that we're working for. You could even barter for someone else's time and experience. For instance, back in 2008-ish, I needed studio time. It was before I'd figured out how to produce my own stuff. Home studios are starting to catch on, but weren't really affordable, and I had no clue how to do it anyways. So I approached an engineer that I had worked with and for earlier, and asked if I could help him out in one way or another to get studio time as well as his own time. And I knew that he was redesigning his studio, so I offered to paint the entire space. That was a really big space, and I'm a really small person. I definitely did my time for his time. All situations are different, and different people benefit in individual ways. So find the way that would help you and the person that you were possibly working with. Maybe you're helping someone purely to pad your own portfolio. That's great. Or maybe you could use that person for advice or help in their expertise. There's always a way. I mean, they're benefiting from you, so you should benefit from them. Handing away your pride and joy. While working for free can be fine, handing away all of your rights is absolutely not. You should always retain ownership. I don't care if you're writing for Quentin Tarantino and you're going to get massive exposure. It will also benefit in a massive paycheck for him. So let's say that the gig comes at you from a third party. You better believe that third party is getting paid, and all they're doing is referring you. Definitely if there's no budget but you feel strongly about the project, you should always keep ownership. Some ideas would be to get back end points. That means a percentage or a dollar amount from the final movie or project that you're doing. Publishing as well as writer's ownership. Asking for massive promotion on screen. Not saying that Quentin will bill you above himself, but you should be somewhere in the titles. Just try some stuff out, see what sticks. And again, it's based on the individual situations, so try and read the situation. Don't ask for too much, but don't ask for too little. Even in this free scenario that we just mapped out, you should always have them file for Q sheets. This goes to your performing rights organization, or PRO. This costs them nothing but their time. Oh, and while we're on the subject, register with a PRO. Some of you haven't, and to that I say, why? Again, it costs you nothing, and it could make you money. So do it. Writing just to write. Sometimes, a lot of times, there's no project on the horizon, so you want to write just to write. That's great, but even then, experiment with purpose. It is possible to focus your creativity into a cohesive box of sorts. And if you're wanting this to become your career, but you're still working a 40 hours a week job on the side, maybe let's save the random experimental for when you have more time at hand. If you want to make it before you're 90, then you have to keep your priorities aligned. Be honest with yourself. What's more important, career-driven experimentation or random experimentation for no purpose? Thanks for joining us for Unraveling the Music, where we discuss your music. Join us every first Thursday at 9:30 a.m. Pacific Time. Don't forget to subscribe, comment below, and join the community.